I had to see for myself. Right everyone, welcome back to the video, an unusual one. I've seen videos of people playing crap guitars and testing them out and YouTubers doing reviews and all this sort of shit. I had to see what all the fuss was about really. So I've bought myself a £60 black Strat, 60 quid. How much? It's this one here. If I sound a bit croaky, it's because I'm a bit under the weather actually. And because I've only just got over the shock of paying 60 quid for a guitar. This arrived yesterday. It is a Glarry GST, which I believe is just Glarry Strat. It came in the post yesterday. I opened it to make sure A, it was a real guitar, and B, it was in one piece. And it is, I'm happy to report. So I'm gonna unbox this guitar. I've never done an unboxing. That's fucking exciting, isn't it? I'm gonna unbox this guitar and we're gonna look at it from the point of view of a luthier, of a guitar maker. A custom guitar builder looks at a £60 guitar. Fuck off, 60 quid. I bought this because I want to see what all the fuss is about, and people commented in my Chipson video, oh, the child slavery to get a guitar that cheap. Well, that's 220 quid. £60, that is only 9 million Australian dollars. I don't know how many Canadian rupees that is, but it's quite a lot. Doc, if you're watching, how many Canadian rupees is 60 English pounds? Let's have a little look at the polystyrene coffin. This actually came direct from Glarry. I'm not sponsored, I bought it. The reason I bought it is because you shouldn't go on eBay when you're pissed. Fact. And that is precisely what I did here. I won't delay. It's the lightest guitar I've ever felt in my life. I think in the picture it's supposed to have a black pickguard and a maple fretboard. Yeah, so when you look at my order, it's a black Strat with a maple pickguard. I don't know if you can see that. It's a black... So I got duped there. I got duped. I don't really care. 60 quid. So it's super light. It comes with a case. I can't believe... Well, I call it a case. It's like a potato skin. It's not going to do a lot of protecting, and it comes with it comes with a strap, a pick, the trem arm, which will be horrific. It comes with an Allen key for the truss rod, and it comes with the obligatory terrible cable. £60. Holy fuck. And just in case you're wondering, that's not the name of the guy that made it. That's just my reaction to the fact that someone has made this and shipped it around the world for 60 quid. Disgusting. Let's have a quick look at it. Now, before I get started on this, I've got the same preconceptions that you've got. It's going to play like a piece of shit. The pickups are going to be terrible, potentially microphonic, which means not potted. The action's going to be horrendous. The fretboard's going to be dry. It's not going to be made of real wood. All the above. The trem's going to be shit. That's the one I'm pretty certain about. We can't expect much for 60 quid. I mean, I can't expect anything for 60 quid. You can't even buy a humbucker for that. Okay, so we got our £60 guitar. It's not in tune. One thing you can guarantee is that the strings will be horrendous. How did it come out of the box? Well, the action is high. The bridge is not set up with the correct camber. The neck is a satin neck and it feels lovely. Feels fine. There is no fret sprout at all. Everything, a massive bevel on the frets, which I'm not keen on, but really, neck-wise, no issues. Couple little marks here and there in the finish. The body is your typical gloss with a few blemishes, but who's honestly going to give two shits about that at 60 quid? I ain't. So finish-wise, it's fine. The nut is monumentally high. The nut is monumentally cut high. Nothing is set up nicely here. The action is pretty high as a consequence. Most of the time the action is going to come high because these frets aren't going to be level. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do to this guitar. I've said in previous videos, a straight neck and a level polished set of frets, which are all set up nicely, should make the biggest difference to a guitar. I wouldn't like to guess at how bad the tuners are, We'll have to see at the end. The string trees are going to be naff. That's going to fight us all the way. Right, let's just take it apart. These strings are going to be naff. Let's just take it apart and we'll have a little look at the frets. Get the neck off. So that's the first port of call. I'm genuinely interested to see how good we can get this thing. Right, so the nut is rough as rats. It's plastic. I'm not changing that. It's a super high nut. It's cut in really deep into the fretboard. So I don't want to be sinking money into this guitar. I just want to use the tools I've got to make it better. But it is rough. It looks like it's a rich light fretboard, which is rough. That's pretty rough. You're going to feel that on the bending. So I'm going to sand that with some 400 grit. I'll do that during the polishing phase of the frets. Let's get it on the neck jig. Let's flatten this neck out, make sure we can get it straight, and then we'll have a little look at the frets. Right, here we are in neck jiggery land. All set up. I've literally clamped it on, took the tuners off and all that shit, clamped it on, put my knot straight edge on. That neck is dead flat. I haven't adjusted anything. So we are currently nicely supported in my homemade neck jig, video incoming. I'm just gonna get my rocker out now and have a little look at these frets. What surprises has it got in store? For 60 quid. You can hear that? We knew that our frets weren't going to be level. We knew that. I'm not going to rock anymore. There's no point. This thing has got nothing to prove to me. Whoever made it, holy fuck, if you're watching, you didn't do a bad job, my son. You didn't do a bad job. So if you're doing this yourself, mask your fretboard up. Get a fretboard mask, use tape, whatever. I'm going to sand the shit out of this and try and get this to feel and look a bit nicer. But you've all seen a fret job. I'm going to whiz through this. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to level it, recrown it, polish it, get that done. We'll turn that into a 10-second video segment. And then we'll come back and talk about what else I'm going to find. Right, so some interesting little tips that I've learned. The fret wire on this guitar is stupidly soft and it doesn't even shine up very well. I mean, it's all right. They're level, they're flat, they're polished. That's taken me half an hour. I'm not wasting any more time on it. The nut was glued in with, I don't know, horse pubes or something, and it actually took part of the fake fretboard with it when I took it off. I just could not avoid that. So I'm going to glue that back in. I mean, the fucking thing's never going to come off again, I'll tell you that. You can't really oil a fretboard that's not real wood. I'm going to put some true oil on there because it won't necessarily penetrate. It will sit on top and it might just shine and just be a bit nicer. That still feels weird and rough. It's an unusual choice of shit to use on a fretboard. Would a new guitarist know the difference? No, not really. This is for a kid who's going to be playing cowboy chords and learning the basics, I imagine. Could it get someone through their first 12 months of playing guitar? Even with it? Yeah, it could. If I can get this to play straight and play nice for £60 and a couple of hours work, it's pretty unbelievable stuff, really, isn't it? It is pretty unbelievable stuff. Out of the box, doomed to fail. Pretty crap, pretty crap. The setup's always shit. And that's a shame because newbies don't know how to set guitars up. They don't know the difference. And that's what makes these guitars get bought and then put in a cupboard because they're just too difficult to play. In all fairness, this one wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. Someone could have learned to play guitar on it without a shadow of a doubt. Right, let's get a bit of something on there. I might be wasting my time. I don't know. I've never oiled pants. Let's give it a try. I've soiled pants. To be honest, it's hard to tell if that's soaking in or doing anything. Am I doing the equivalent of oiling a bit of Lego? But it's on there now. Fretboard's all on there. That'll do. Let's turn the cameras off. I'll get this all put back together and we'll give it a little play. We'll give it a strum and we'll go through the setup process because that's going to be the next stage, isn't it? See you after lunch when I look a little bit fatter. Right, so I've put it back together. I've had a bit of lunch, a bit of protein ice cream. I'll keep my jumper on because I've gone a bit bulbous. I've put it back together and it needs a setup. This is the bit that everyone can do themselves to a point. Ironically, most of the things I'm about to use to set the guitar up cost more than the guitar individually. So that's I've tuned it approximately. I'm going to set the nut slot heights now. So again, these nut slot files are actually quite cheap ones. I think they're about 85 quid, about 30% more than the cost of this guitar. It's a plastic nut. I'm going to set it a little bit higher than normal, just a smidgen, because strings are going to cut through. It's not going to last that long, and we don't want to end up with a low nut wherever this guitar is going to end up going. So we will use this, and this is over 100 quid. So everything I'm using is worth more than the fucking guitar, which is mad, really. But it makes good content, doesn't it? Yep. You don't want to go too far with your nut slots. Don't go too far. When I tried taking the nut out, like I explained, it blew half the fretboard out. So stages for your setup. Nut slot height. We'll get that done first. Bring the guitar up to tune. Set the nut slot heights. And then I will check that the neck is relatively flat. I don't mind a tiny bit of bow. Some people do, some people don't. I'm easy, really. And then after we've done that, I'll get my action down as low as I can, aiming for between 1.5 and 2 mil. I've not got high hopes, but we've leveled the frets. There's no reason why it can't be pretty good. It doesn't matter how much I tune the guitar, that trem is staying sat on its ass. And I actually think that's probably the best thing for it. It's not going to be much good. We'll give it a little test when I do a demo in a minute. Apologies for the standard of playing. I just can't let this guitar leave the workshop with that nut. That's piss poor. Terrible. The softest, shittest. It's like the sole of a pair of Nike Air Max. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking there. Glarry, that is shit. For the cost of a nut, I'm going to put a Graphtec nut on because it's wrong. Right, so let's flick through to the next bit. But the nut will be different. No surprises. Interestingly enough, I'm just listening to someone review the Donald Trump guitar. Lots of, that's an interesting one. It seems lots of the components on that are also bollocks, and that's $1,500. Fuck a dog. So anyway, I've replaced the nut. We've been there, I've told you. It was awful, shocking piece of shit nut. Had to change that. Just checking my neck relief. That's the neck pretty flat. There's the tiniest bit of relief there. And it's knocked my action down to not a bad action, really. I'd say that's 1.75 at the 12th. You could potentially go lower. Couple observations so far. It's a big chunky neck. I call that a 50s neck because it's fucking huge. That is a huge neck. But I like it, and perhaps a big neck on a cheap guitar means it remains quite stable. It's your typical flat sawn bit of maple. All looks fine though. Does all look fine. Frets are shit. Very soft. Nut was abysmal. The tuners are, on a scale of 0 to 10, they're fucking crap. So I'd upgrade the tuners if I was gonna spend money on it myself. So far, the £60 instrument is still surprising me. It's 60 quid. Let's go down to Fritzl's basement. Shh, keep your voices down, and we'll see if we can record a little demo. And, well, it might surprise us. It might surprise. I've not plugged it in yet. Not once. I don't even know if it works. Let's go downstairs. See you in a minute. Right, some conclusions, and I've got a smile on my face for several reasons. One is pure fucking shock. Two is, as soon as I plugged this guitar in, I was amazed. And I don't mean like, oh, it's not a custom shop Strat. Of course it's not. Let's fucking stay on planet Earth. But it sounded fantastic in every position. Now it's been set up, again, nothing's rounded. It's very industrial feeling. The neck's a bit chunky for me, but it played wonderfully. It sounds fantastic. I'm Glarry, I am a little bit baffled. I'm a little bit baffled. There have been no surprises apart from the end result of this guitar. Out of the box, out of the polystyrene coffin, it was crap. Setup was awful. I haven't adjusted pickup heights. I haven't even adjusted the intonation. It came pretty close. We've got some new Ernie ball strings on here. I've put a new nut on because the other nut was fucking just made of wank socks. I don't know what, it was awful, awful. The tuners are not great, but they're fine for a beginner. For 60 quid, this thing is just stupid. It really is. Yeah, so if you're a low-cost guitar manufacturer, Jet, Glarry, if you want to send me a better guitar, by all means, get in touch on Instagram or email. I'll be happy to review your guitars because they give me a cheeky grin on the face. These are quite easy videos to film. They only take a day out of my diary. In fact, I probably could have done it quicker. I'm really, really surprised. If you want to send me these guitars, guys, then lovely. I'd love to give them away to students. I'd love to give them away. Fantastic little idea. If someone gets hold of this, they've got a good chance of sticking with it, and that's amazing to me. Thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry the demo was a bit shit. I'm getting better. I do practice a lot more these days. Oh, I've got a message. I've got a message. I do practice a fair bit these days, but there you go. It's not quite showing yet. It's not quite showing. We got out of Fritzl's basement. Well done. Watch one of these videos below if you want to see actual guitars being built, because I build one-off custom things. And I've got a bit of competition from the £60 Glarry, let's be honest. I'll see you next week, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Like and share and all that bollocks. Ciao for now.